This right here is the #1 killer of grades. And if we're being honest, we both know that's true. I would always watch so many videos about how to fix your attention span, how to like stop using your phone and how to like stop it from cooking your grades. And like the videos I always watch would tell me the same things, which was like just delete the apps, Instagram, TikTok, games off your phone to get better grades. And while objectively, probably that is probably the best solution and it probably does work, what would happen for me is that I would delete those apps, but then I'd end up reinstalling them the next day and spend 8 hours straight on Reels. Because something that I actually realized is that as students, as teens, it's probably not effective to just try and delete Instagram, all of these apps, because the worry of what other people are up to and staying connected in an especially online world is going to be constantly on our minds, and it's just not feasible. Although it might sound too good to be true, here are some easy changes that you could implement to do with your phone without deleting any of your favorite apps, which will actually help you study more efficiently, get more done, get better grades, and it's what I used to get these results in my GCSEs. Once you implement these changes, you'll never go back and you'll regret not having done these sooner. So first and easiest thing that you can do is to not have your phone anywhere near you, especially not on your desk. And I won't bore you with the details and studies, but by literally removing your phone off of your desk will instantly increase your productivity rate by double. And the reason that this works, and this is actually really interesting, is because of the fog behavior model. And so what this diagram shows is that when your phone is on your desk, your ability to scroll or procrastinate is very high, right? And so you can see it's towards the right hand column. So even if your motivation is low, even if you didn't really feel like scrolling or procrastinating, just simply because of the fact that it was easy for you to do, your phone was there, you are probably going to scroll, procrastinate. That's why simply by not having your phone on your desk, you can reduce your ability to do the task. Whereas if it was like on your desk right now, it would literally just be like a hand's reach away and I'd be able to like scroll on my phone. But because it's not on my desk, it's like back there, for me to scroll, I'd have to stand up and get there. And so the ability is going to be much harder. It's going to go to the left. And because we can't really decrease the motivation to scroll or check if your crush like posted on their Instagram story, we actually need to focus on making it more hard. So even if your motivation is really high, it probably won't reach the activation threshold, so you won't end up scrolling or procrastinating. And this is really, really key, because not having your phone on your desk is like level 0, right? If you're watching this video, you probably already don't do that, right? But by using the fog behavior model, some extra things that I found and some extra things that I do is by literally putting your phone in another room, giving it to my parents to hold onto it while I study, turning off my phone completely, like holding the side button down and like just like turning it off, right? Oh, and also a bonus one as well, setting up your phone and recording yourself studying, because then you can't obviously use your phone, and also the sense of being watched and recorded makes you lock in. You've decreased your ability, you've made it more difficult, right? And so it's all going to help you to stop scrolling and procrastinate less. Another thing you can do is that you should start allocating times for you to check your phone. So for me, I allocated like 3 times a day for me that I can check my phone. Your brain is really bad at switching between different modes, because there's something called mental residue, and when you switch between tasks, you kind of need time to adjust. And so when you're like studying for 20 minutes, you check your phone quickly for like 2 minutes and then you like try and study again, it's going to take at least 5, 10, 15 minutes. Like it takes time for your brain to adjust to that new mode. And so by having your phone nearby and constantly like checking, etc., it's going to really decrease your productivity and might be the reason that your grades are cooked. Whereas if you set out specific time slots in the day, so instead of having like short blocks where it's like studying then like phone, studying and phone, even if the overall time spent is the same, you'll have like a block of studying and then a time slot for you to check your phone for like a good 30 minutes or an hour. Because inherently the bad thing about your phone and these distractions is that fact that you keep on checking them while you do the task, that makes so you can't put your whole focus on that. So for me, I just check my phone and like emails, messages, stories, all of these things in the morning, and then I'd get to studying for like 90 minutes, 2 hours. I'd be able to lock in. Then at lunch I'll check again, lock in again, and then at dinner I knew that I'd had these like certain blocks set up and I would follow these. So instead of having like an impulsion and checking whenever, by setting out these blocks and batching, I checked all of them at once. So not only is it really efficient, but it frees up your brain because you tell it like, okay, I'm going to check it all then. So you've given it a place and it's clear, so your brain can focus on studying. Realistically, it's only like 4 hours in between each block as well, right? So nothing important is going to happen, so it's all good. All top students I know do this. And one of my friends who got into Oxford medicine told me that she literally does this batching strategy with her phone. And so yeah, it's a proof that it works. And some bonus things that you can copy and things that I do is obviously turn off all of your notifications. That ping sound is so bad for so many reasons. Here are some studies that show that, but when it's constantly taking you out of the zone of studying, like your productivity in anything really, but especially for studying, it's a linear like curve. So if you start studying and you start studying for like 5 minutes, you like progress and productivity is like this. If it's 5, like 10 minutes, it's like this. But then as you study for like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, it starts going up like this. When you're only like studying and like locked in for 10 minutes and then you get distracted by a notification, you're kind of always not getting to the point where you're actually going to see results. And so it's calling you out, it's getting you out of the golden zone. So that's why they're really bad. Obviously, turn them all out. You shouldn't have a need for notifications anyway, since if you batch out times, like I said, you have specific times and you know those are the only times you're going to be checking your phone. Also, having apps like ScreenZen are really, really helpful because you don't need to delete your apps at all. The only thing ScreenZen does is that it implements a 5-second timer before you can access the app. So you can still access the app, but you have to wait 5 seconds. Just this extra layer of friction of you having to like get a reality check and you just like stare at the screen for 5 seconds. You'd be surprised how well this works. Like you just have to try it. Like to know it's a free app. I'm not sponsored, but it's just that it saved me hundreds of hours, right? Like because I just be mindlessly like just clicking on the Instagram icon and then it would literally just come up with like a screen saying, are you sure you want to use this? And another time I'd be like, oh damn, no. And it'd just be like a slap in the face wake up. And then so I wouldn't use it. So set this up on your apps and it's great. And lastly, the way that you can decrease your phone usage or just use it in a better way is just know that a lot of the time you don't even want to go on your phone. Pleasure that turns into pain isn't pleasure at all, right? Scrolling isn't even fun if you really think about it. When you scroll and you're done scrolling, the only thing that you're left with is a feeling of like, damn, I should have studied. Like, why did I do that? You just end up having that kind of pain, right? So it wasn't pleasurable. It's not really fun. And once you get that in your mind, you just kind of understand like, oh, I understand it now. Like, it's not fun. I know I shouldn't be doing it. And you know that it's just all detracting from your ability to study and working towards the real main goals that do mean a lot to you, right? Once you realize that after your exam, you can scroll all you want really if you really wanted to. You can spend hours on your favorite games. But just this season of locking in, when you're in your season of exams, it's really important you get this right. It's really important that you realize that this can really make or break the grades that you get. So yeah, make sure to implement the easy things that I outlined in this video, right? They're really easy. So yeah, just make sure you get them done. And if you got this far, if you're grateful in any way, remember, write down in the comments your experience, if you have any further tips, because you know you want to help as many students as we can. But also something else you can check out is the first thing in the description. It's an entire process that I've put together after much request on how I use past papers to secure the grades that I did. So because we're all going to be scrolling less, you have more time to do past papers, which is the best study method. So if you want to find out more, everything I know about past papers, what you can do with them, make sure to check that out first thing in the description. But anyway, I hope that this video helped you in some way, and as always, I will see you in the next one.